What's up, everybody? I just wanted to get on here and do my Ulta 21 Days of Beauty makeup artist version. So this is for the makeup artists out there, which I am one, building your kit, what's going on, what are some good deals that you might want to take advantage of. I did just film a tutorial on this look, my go-to bulletproof look, just on the eyes really. I will list that down below if you guys want to check that out. But jumping in, the first thing, I didn't see anything for today. Today is the 4th. I do understand I'm a couple days late. Life happens, but better late than never. And there wasn't really anything besides the Ofra highlights, which I believe were yesterday, that really caught my eye. So starting with, tomorrow there are a couple good things like the MAC matte lipsticks, but they only have a few shades. Those could be good additions for your kit because they were nude shades. And then the Tarteist double-ended eyeliner, I do like that. One end is a kohl liner, the other is the liquid liner. I do really like that on clients. Another day that I'm liking is September 7th, so Saturday. They have Cover FX 50% off for the different primers, which I do think is really good. They do have, let's see here, I'm going off a laptop, don't mind me. They have the blue light, the dewy skin, mattifying, and firming. So I do think those are really nice to have in your kit. I have heard really, really good things about those. I do also really like the Anastasia Brow Definer. I would buy pretty much every shade in that. I noticed that they usually bounce around year to year. Some years they do the Brow Wiz, other years they do the Brow Definer, which the difference is the Brow Definer is thicker, but if you turn it on an angle, you can use it to get more defined strokes into the hair. So I do like that. And then on September 9th, which is Monday, they do have the Hoola bronzer, which is amazing. It's 50% off, so I do like that one a lot. And then the other one that I really liked on that day was the Glass Skin Refining Serum. I do like to do a complete skin prep on all my clients, before I go in with, the makeup application. I just think it really ensures that the skin is gonna look good, and we're gonna use the right products, and just everything's gonna lay a lot better. So I would buy honestly a couple of the Hoola bronzers. I feel like it's a very universal shade. And then I would probably buy like one or maybe two, depending on how busy I am, of the serum, just because we don't want to be wasteful. The other thing that I really like is the Buxom Plump Line lip liner. I've heard really good things about. I have tried once, and they have a few different shades, so I do like that. I would probably buy pretty much every shade. I might not do brights. I don't typically, I feel like I do a lot of bridal, I do a lot of homecoming, prom, so I don't typically get the hot pinks or the hot, so I would just cater to whatever you feel like you use most. But for my nude lip liners, I would definitely buy a couple of each one. The other thing that I had seen was on the 12th, 50% off the Lights Camera Lashes 4-in-1 mascara from Tarte. I do like that mascara. Me personally, when I do makeup, I do typically use lashes, but I like to do the clusters. I just feel like it's more natural, also gives, the punch that you need, but you don't have that big band. And I do get a lot of clients that don't wear lashes all the time. So I do like to have a good mascara underneath, just to make sure we're really getting all the volume that we can. On the next day, the 13th, the Amazonia Clay Blush and Highlighters will be on sale from Tarte. I do really like the blushes. The highlights I feel like are more, if you're going for a more natural look, but I do really like the blushes, so I would probably buy a bunch of those. And then I'm a little confused because right below that, like if you look online, it says 50% off Lorac, but then it has a picture of the eyeshadow palette, but then it says front of the line eyeliner. So I'm not sure if it's including the eyeshadow palette, but if you see that and they do have that eyeshadow palette, I would highly recommend it. I do have it. Let me be right back and I will grab it. I'm back. So that's this palette, the unzipped eyeshadow palette. It's in the picture there, so I don't know why they would have it there if they were just gonna be doing, you know, the eyeliner. This is what it looks like. I do really love this. I've obviously hit pan. This is one of the best white shades that I've ever used. And it's just a really good universal palette. Perfect for weddings, perfect for all that stuff. So if that is on sale that day, I definitely would grab that. But I'm not exactly sure if that is. I'm a little confused by their advertisement for that. The next day, I do really like, so the 14th, which is Saturday again, 50% off Kylie Cosmetics Matte and Velvet Lip Kits. I do think they are really nice. I also have seen a lot of makeup artists using these, you know, just because of the lasting power. So I feel like it would be good to get a combo of both. I do like the velvet more than the matte, just because I feel like the matte can be a little bit drying, but I do like that they offer both. So you could potentially buy 2 different colors and 2 different styles for your client depending on what they like. Are they going for more matte? Are they going for, you know, the more velvety? And then it also comes with a lip liner. So they are the lip kits, which I do think is a really great deal because then you're getting the lip liners. I do really like her lip liners. I think they're amazing. I wear Dolce K pretty much every day. I mix it with Lip Saver, which is a chapstick. So I do really like that. I think that's a good deal. On Sunday, September 15th, a couple things that I really like there. The 50% off Tartelette 2 in Bloom Clay eyeshadow palette. I do really like their eyeshadow palettes, most of them, but I feel like this one, and they have one other one in a similar fashion that are staples, so I would highly recommend that. Right next to it, 50% off Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer and 3-in-1 Primer and Setting Spray. I definitely would get that for clients. I have heard good reviews and good things about it. And then another one right below that is 50% off Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench Hyaluronic Cloud Serum. Like I said, I'm all about the serums. I'm all about having options for serums and skincare when it comes to my clients. I do like to do an in-depth you know, consultation with them. What is your skin like? What are you using? And based off that, I will choose. So I do like to have options. And then on the left of that, 50% off Mario Badescu toners. I know a lot of people like their toners. I personally don't use them just because I have extremely sensitive skin, and I do know some of their stuff can have fragrance in it, but this is an option I would like to keep in my kit just because not everyone has as sensitive skin as I do. So I would definitely purchase, you know, a couple of those. I feel like the biggest part of your kit is having variants and different things that you can use and put together. Nobody has the same skin, so it's definitely good to always have a mix of things. Trying to see, nothing I really want on the next day. So I only have 2 more. So on Thursday, September 19th, 50% off Dose of Colors matte liquid lipsticks. I do think that's a really good deal. I do like their liquid lipsticks. I feel like the formula is much nicer than the Kylie lipsticks, but again, they're still nice. Like, they're both still nice, but I would feel like the Kylie is more drying than the Dose of Colors. I would buy a few shades in that as well. And then for the last, well, let's see what we have here. Okay, so on the 20th, so I lied, so I'm gonna do 2 more days. So on the 20th, which is Friday, they have 50% off IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. Whew, it's a name. I love that concealer. I only tried it once, but I feel like it is really good, especially for more mature skin, but really any skin. But I do really like that, so I would definitely buy a few colors of that. 50% off IT brushes for Ulta, obviously, if you're a makeup artist, getting as many makeup brushes as you can have, so I would definitely buy a bunch of those. 50% off Beauty Blender, Blender Cleanser Solid. I would definitely buy like 3 of those. I really do like the solid better than the, what is it called? Than the liquid form. Now, I don't really reuse I don't reuse beauty blenders on clients, but if I have, you know, like a wedding, you know, something like that, I might give them the beauty blender, but I still like to wash them before I use them. So I would buy a couple of those. And then the 50% off Clinique Moisture Surge, I would buy that just because I feel like it leaves the skin looking really nice. Another option for me to have as a moisturizer. So I would use that. The last day I'm gonna go to September 21st, Saturday. Pretty much 3 out of the 4 I would buy. So 50% off Urban Decay 24/7 Glide on Eye pencils. I would probably buy, you know, 4 or 5 different shades in that. Or if you know, like I know I use black a lot, like I would buy a couple black ones. 50% off Precisely My Brow. I would buy pretty much every shade in that. Again, I just like having variety in my kit. And then right below that, well, it says Diamond Platinum Exclusive. So I'm assuming that means you have to be a Diamond or a Platinum member, which I am a Platinum member right now. 50% off Tarte Double Duty Beauty Shape Tape Contour Concealer. I would buy, you know, a few shades in there, depending on what your budget is. But obviously this is the best time to take advantage of these steals. And then obviously every day they have different like beauty steals going on where like things are 50% off, but I'm not going to get into those just because they change every day. So I do feel like from a makeup artist perspective, there's a lot of potential here. There are a lot of good things to buy to build your kit. It's obviously very nice to build your kit at a discount. It's so expensive building your kit. I do buy a lot of stuff for my kit, you know, during the VIB sale, during 21 Days of Beauty, Black Friday, you know, I go to the makeup show. I go to, what is that show? I can't think. My mind is not working. The beauty show. There you go. I go to the beauty show. I go to the makeup show. And though, you know, you have to take advantage of those times. And then obviously, like, don't overpack your kit. Like, if you're still building your clientele, don't go crazy spending the time. This hair is bothering me, sorry. The time and the money, you know, on a huge kit that you know you're not going to use. Everything's going to be wasted. I really been talking about in my videos, you know, being more conscious of what I'm using, what am I wasting, what am I buying, and that also applies to my makeup kit. You know, so you want to be prepared but not over prepared and wasting your money. And then obviously, you know, keep your receipts, keep everything, because you can obviously claim all of that later on. So that's a wrap for the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. From a makeup artist perspective, what would I buy? What do I think is a good deal? Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I am going to go ahead and do this version again from a consumer standpoint. What would I buy personally for myself? Which I think is actually less. But yeah, if you want to check out that video, if you want to check out this tutorial, I will have all that listed down below. Thank you for watching. Bye.